You need to stop waiting for a miracle. You need to stop wishing that your life would change. You need to stop hoping that things will magically work out. Because right now, right this minute, you have three choices. You can wish, you can wait, or you can work. Welcome back to Master Your Mindset, Master Your Life. This is a short, actionable podcast made to help you shift your mindset, to get you from stuck to unstoppable, to help you get on the road to your dream life. I'm Sanj and I'm here to help you on that journey, to help you take back the pen so you can be the author and write the life story that you desire. Today, we're talking about why you have three choices, why you can wish, you can wait, or you can work. And this is all about how you can start getting from where you are today to where you want to be. And I promise you, the difference between those who live their dream life and those who spend decades just frustrated, distracted, and unfulfilled is whether they move from wishing to working. Because wishing is passive. Wishing is easy. You can just close your eyes and make a wish. And then there's waiting. Waiting is complacent. Yeah, you're just there waiting for something to happen. You're not doing anything. But the truth is you need to be working, because working is power. Working is mastery. Working is where it will all change for you. So ask yourself, which person are you? Number one, the wisher. Number two, the waiter. Or number three, the worker. And then ask yourself, if you're one of the other two, if you're wishing or waiting, are you willing to become the worker? Are you willing to work for what you want? Does it mean that much to you that you are willing to put in the time, the effort, the energy? Because most people believe that if they just think positively, the universe will deliver. And they buy into the law of attraction and that it's just a magic lottery. But the last part of the word attraction is action. You need to take some form of action. You can't win the lottery if you haven't taken the action to go out and buy a ticket. You're not going to get the body you want just by sitting on the sofa, just eating junk food. Thinking isn't doing. Wishing isn't working. Waiting isn't creating. The universe, it doesn't reward just wishful thinking. It rewards action. It rewards consistency. It rewards your courage. So when you wish, you're just remaining a spectator in your own life. You're sitting there on the side. You're watching everything happen. When you're waiting, then you're actually putting your dreams in someone else's hands. You're making it someone else's responsibility to make your dreams come true. But then when you're working, that's where the difference happens. That's where the sweet spot is. Because working, it makes you unstoppable. Working builds muscles in your body, your mind, your resilience. Working is your identity. Because if you think about it, if you keep wishing and waiting, who are you becoming? You're someone who watches life go past. You're someone who watches life happen to others and wishing that their life happened to you. You're someone who blames circumstances, someone who tells themselves, I'll start tomorrow. But don't you think it's about time that you broke that story? Because you don't have to wait for permission. You don't have to hope someone else hand you the opportunity. You can claim it by showing up every single day. Yeah, so listen closely, because this is the heart of the episode now. This is a part that separates the spectators from the doers. If you take nothing else away from this, yeah, wishing is cheap, waiting is poisonous, working is sacred. And the difference between the life you dream of and the life you live is exactly how you choose to act today, right now. The fact that you're listening to a motivational podcast is actually shows more than you can imagine. It shows that you want to take action. But the second part of it is great listening, but to take action, that's where everything will change for you. So here's the worker's way. Step one, wishing the dead end. Yeah, the wisher's mindset is dreaming about doing. It's you're fantasizing about success while you're scrolling Instagram, while you're watching other people live it. And you tell yourself, someday. Yeah, so you're sitting there, you're looking at the perfect house, the perfect body, the perfect lifestyle, and you're sitting there while you're sat on your sofa doing nothing, just scrolling. And you're telling yourself, someday I'll get that. But the problem is that your brain is actually rewarding yourself imagining that success, but only with dopamine, not results. The more you wish, the more your limbic system wires you to crave that fantasy over reality. It'll take you to a place where you aren't actually. Yeah, so each wish just reinforces the identity of a spectator, and you're actually training yourself to actually wait for life to happen instead of creating it. So recognize when you're just wishing and say to yourself, I am done imagining. I'm going to start taking action. Yeah, wishing is the lull before regret. Don't get comfortable there. Then you've got waiting, which is a silent killer. And this is the waiter's mindset. You're planning endlessly. You're researching obsessively. You're waiting for the perfect time, the perfect conditions. Yeah, you're waiting and waiting. You're doing everything but taking action. And you're using this excuse of perfection. Yeah, it's got to be the perfect time, the perfect conditions. You've got to have the perfect product, the perfect podcast. Yeah, perfectionism is a trap. Waiting creates comfort with inaction. Yeah, and while you're doing that, while that's happening, yeah, fear is strengthening its grip on on your limbic system, and so each time you delay, it strengthens that procrastination as a habit. So each time you're procrastinating, you're just making yourself better and better at procrastinating. Yeah. Waiting just makes you a passive participant in your own life. You're practicing patience at the cost of actual momentum. So set up a non-negotiable start date today. Yeah, your brain, it thrives on deadlines. Give it one and watch how inertia collapses. Yeah, so say, okay, Monday morning, I'm going to start doing this. Tomorrow, I'm going to start doing this. Set yourself a deadline and make sure that you take action, because waiting is the slow erosion of your potential. Because every day you delay is a day you just disappear into mediocrity. You're not born to live a mediocre life. If someone told you that you can either live a spectacular life or a mediocre one, you would say spectacular every single time. So why are you willing to settle for mediocrity? Start working on it today. Now, step 3 is working. This is the identity shift. Yeah, so when you've got the worker mindset, it means you've got to start owning your identity. Workers, they do what dreamers only talk about. They take imperfect action relentlessly. They don't care that it's not perfect. They're just happy to get started. They're happy to get going. They don't care if there's obstacles, if there's challenges. They'll still take action. They'll still move forward. Because you are the person who acts. You can be that person. Every small victory, it rewires your brain. It strengthens your prefrontal regulation over fear. It lets you take back that control. And when you start taking back that control, and you start getting those small victories, you get some dopamine, and that will help you build that unstoppable momentum that will just keep you going, which will keep compounding over time, which will get your imperfect action to perfect action. So ask yourself, am I acting like the person I want to become, or am I dreaming like the person I fear to be? Workers don't wait for life to happen. They make their life happen. So you need to be that person today. So here's 3 layers of action for you to try out. Layer 1 is micro actions. So these break your massive dreams into tiny non-negotiable steps. So for example, you want to start writing, just write 1 paragraph a day. You want to learn, you want to get into better shape, do 10 push-ups or 10 burpees a day. You want to start selling something, write 1 sales email, 1 call, just 1 of something. Because when you start committing to these micro actions, these trigger small dopamine wins. And again, it's priming your brain for bigger and bigger moves, while the fact it's a micro action does not seem overwhelming. The second layer is to create momentum windows. And this is where you dedicate 60 to 90 minutes of high leverage work every single day. No distractions, no excuses, because this actually produces compound action. So your momentum starts to build faster than motivation. Every day you execute this, it builds the identity of someone who's working towards their dreams. And layer 3 is iteration and feedback loops. So fail fast, adjust, repeat. Because the worker, they learn through execution, not planning. Yeah, your brain associates action with reward. Your mistakes become learning, something where you take away, where you adjust, where you come back and you win next time. It doesn't become fear. Momentum is the ultimate currency. Every micro action that you take is a deposit into the bank of your destiny. So here's some advanced worker strategies that you could use. Environmental hacks. Yeah, your surroundings dictate your actions. Clear your clutter. Remove distractions. Build a workspace that screams focus. Get your stuff ready for working out in the morning. Get your stuff ready to read at night. Do whatever you need to do to make your environment conducive to where you want to go and who you want to be. Number 2 is accountability amplifiers. Yeah, declare your action to someone who will call you out, someone who will actually be there for you, who won't allow you to make excuses, who actually pushes you to be better. And then 3, some emotional anchoring. Pair the action with a ritual, your morning routine, power playlist, visualization, where your brain links action to high energy states. So start using that to your advantage. Your identity is forged in action, not intention. So your environment will either be an ally or an enemy. Yeah, so choose wisely. The next thing you need to do is you need to start thinking differently. You need to rewire those neurons, because your thoughts alone don't change the outcomes. It's the actions that rewire those neurons. So replace "someday I'll do this" with "today I will do that." Replace that fear of imperfection with "I will learn, I will adjust." And a way to do this is by journaling 2 to 3 minutes a day. Record your victories. Yeah, record your micro actions which you completed, the lessons you learned. All of this will reinforce that worker identity, because you become what you repeatedly do, not what you repeatedly think. Make sure you show up and execute. And finally, the worker ritual. Yeah, create a morning micro action list. Yeah, then take immediate execution on it. Write, call, move, create, do something on that list. And then in the evening, reflect, celebrate those wins, learn from the mistakes, adjust for tomorrow. Because those daily practices, that's what's going to compound into an unstoppable identity. Because wishing is a fantasy, waiting is just a poison, and working, that is transformation. Your dreams aren't going to fall into your lap. They're waiting for you to become the person who can actually take them. So start working for it. So as always, I give you an action. Yeah. Pick one goal that you've been wishing for and break it down into 3 small actions you can do today, and schedule time to execute it. No excuses, no delays. And every single day for the next 3 days, see what you're doing. See how you're doing. Review your progress and then repeat. Because your challenge isn't thinking about success. It's doing something that success will notice. You can no longer be someone who wishes. You can no longer be someone who waits. You've got to be a worker, a builder, a doer. Every action you take shapes your identity. Every deliberate step compounds into momentum, and momentum creates the life you've been dreaming about. So step into it, own it, start now. If you got something from this episode, please let me know. at just.live.coaching on Instagram, or share it in the Master Your Mindset, Master Your Life community on Facebook. Let me know what you're committing to change, how it's going to impact you, or how it already has impacted you. Leave me a rating or review. And for you guys out there, if you are looking for a community where you're challenged, where you're supported, where you're held accountable on your journey to becoming the best version of you, join the Motivated Man on Facebook. Thank you for listening. My mission is to help as many people as possible break free from their limiting patterns and help them master their mindset so they can master their life and live the life that they desire. So stop wishing, stop waiting, and start working. Thank you.